Regarding the competition, I think our team is really privileged because we have been really working out, getting to bond, getting to know each other more, getting the team chemistry, to know how to work with each other, and this really puts us in a good position, which literally brings us to a conclusion that will put us up like the sky is the limit. So we are definitely going to bring the cup back home because we are hosting, so we cannot put ourselves down.
We are privileged to be here this morning at the official launch of our 2024 Road to FIBA U18 Championship that will be hosted in Johannesburg later in August. But the qualifiers are officially launched as of now. We were given the hosting rights, and the tournament will be underway on the 9th of next month, and it will go through to the 16th. On the side of the federation, I want to thank the management of the national youth teams that is led by our manager, Miss Barbara Okot. They have done a good job. Probably for those that have not been following us, our campaign as the team, as Team Uganda, started last year in December, and these youngsters have been going through numerous trials to zero down to the 12 that we are going to have a few days to come. I think that the national team coaches, Coach Tendo and the crew, Coach Johnny and the crew, you have done a good job. And on the side of the federation, I want to thank the executive for really putting up these preparations, or really making sure that these youngsters are really prepped so well. And probably to inform you, our main goal is to qualify and nothing else. We have to qualify, and the national team coaches are aware. They are aware of that duty. We want nothing else but qualification. We want that direct tickets, and we want to make sure that at the continent we feature and we dine with the big boys. On the side of the campaign itself, or the tournament itself, I want to inform you that we are ready. The local organizing committee, which I'm privileged to be the chair, is really busy working, and as of today we are expecting 9 teams. If I'm to be precise, that is Uganda has 2 teams we have already confirmed, that is the boys and girls. Kenya confirmed yesterday, they are bringing in the boys and girls. Rwanda confirmed boys and girls. Somalia is bringing in the girls, and then Tanzania is also bringing in the boys and girls. So for now we have 9 teams, but we are still expecting our counterparts in South Sudan and probably Ethiopia. So we still have time, and in case other teams confirm, we shall be informing you through our media platforms. So the preparations are going on well, and on the side of the federation, we are very privileged. We thank National Council of Sports that has really helped us to go through, or to have a few things there and there, and our CEO, who is also busy, who is lining up a few partners to come on board. I want to thank Fairway Hotel, which is our hospitality partner. We thank you for hosting us all the time that we come up. So, in a nutshell, we are ready to go. So, allow me officially launch our campaign for 2024 FIBA U18 Championship. Thank you.
We are privileged that we are hosting the Under-18 Games because it's an honor for us to always host because we get to expose our talents. We also get to give the kids a platform to showcase. It's easier to choose a team. So for me, I believe us putting this team together is helping us to prepare for the future.
As management, we are very confident in all of you that as chairman of the LOC spoke about Hudson, that we think confidently that we will make it to South Africa.
It's very exciting simply because the youth don't usually get an opportunity to showcase their talents, and for me personally, since I'm very involved in the youth program, it's very exciting for me on a personal level to give these young men an opportunity, young men and ladies an opportunity to play. For starters, the reputation of the country when it comes to basketball. Then secondly, we also want to qualify to the next level, which shall take us to a bigger stage. And naturally, if the flag is flying high, it's a national thing. Very confident this time round simply because most campaigns we really haven't had ample time to prepare as much as we have. Without going too much into detail, especially for the other previous campaigns, but this particular one we have really put in the time, and like in all sports, sometimes the basketball gods will smile upon you, and that's what we hope will happen, but we have prepared for the tournament. The preparations have been great. We've been very thankful with the support from the Federation because they've really tried their best to give us opportunities to start early with a bigger group and be able to sieve and pick the best of the crop that we can pick from these under-18s. The composition of the boys that we're going to have some players that came from the U16 team, that played in the U16 team, that have been incorporated in this current crop. Then we have, of those that are coming back, some came from Britain, and we're bringing him back. We also got a couple of other players from the US, thanks to Albert Ahabwe, who's the manager of the Silverbacks. He's been trying to find young players that we are going to be able to put into the system, and hopefully they can continue into the senior team. So we have a balance of local and international players.
Coach, briefly take us through how have the preparations been going for the Junior Gazelles, to be specific?
Well, thank you. The Junior Gazelles have had a couple of sessions. This session started in Gulu way back in 2023. And remember, we were picking from the U16. So the preparation was picked from the U16 all going to the U18. So we started in Gulu, and even in Kampala we've had a number of sessions. We've had non-residential training sessions, which some of them took place in Lugogo, some of them were at Nakasero. So the idea behind it was to make sure we get the best crop out of we started at 30. We took it down to 20 and to 18. We stuck at 18, though the requirement is for us to get 15. So we also held a couple of scouting at the USA National Championship, which became also a boost because that platform enabled us to see the other version of these players. You know, whenever you have them together, you might not get you might not get the best out of them. So we use this national platform to really see them on the other side of the coin. We wanted to see what they do off the record. So within their clubs, we picked some of the things that make them who they are. So those are the things we want to blend in and try to just polish and looking at getting the best out of it. So the session is still going on. We still have a whole week starting from the 1st to the 8th before the championship. So we're still going to have a number of sessions before this championship begins. The team, we have a good number of guards who originate from the U16. We have the likes of Usna, we have Auma, we have Maxine, we have Namielo Christine, and Belinda. These are some of the key guards that we have. The only part that we are lacking is the 4 and 5s. You know, as you know, we are not so blessed with that size. Our size is just average. So we are trying to balance. We're trying to look at the energy levels that some of these players are going to give us. We have the Shifras, we have Resty, actually, and some of them were unfortunate. They were below the age that is required by FIBA. So we had 2008, so many of them. So FIBA standards, we only allowed 2008. So that became a little bit of a challenge based on the crop. So the other thing that I would say that we have picked, you know, out of all that pool, we have still picked a good number of players who can effectively represent us. The good thing about this age is the fact that we still have enough for the U16. They can still feature in U16. So the program is still growing, and I think we are on the right track.
And then only one ticket at stake. How tight is the competition going to be?
Well, based on the level of preparation we are having, we know Rwanda is going to be a challenge. Kenya is coming as a challenge. Tanzania, we respect the teams that are coming, but because we're going to be looking at the fact that we are the host, and the fact that we believe, we have confidence in the players, so we've tried to give them enough time to have some level of team chemistry. We're trying to build their defensive strength. So I think that is some of the things. Those are some of the things that are supposed to take us through this. You know, it's going to be tough. I know most countries always pick, and they don't have enough time to gel. So we're going to, our strategy is to try and be a little bit more robust defensively, because most of these players are offensive. So we didn't want to spend so much time offensively. So we're gonna build. Our strength is going to be on the defensive side.
And lastly, about 2 weeks to the tip-off, do you think that time is enough for you to put that team where you want them to be?
Well, time is never enough. You know, we would always want more time. Given the fact that some of these players are now going back to school, we would have loved at least 2 weeks. But we have to accept that there are certain dynamics that we have to consider. This is a national team, we're picking the best in the country, and the timelines that they can always have is not more than 2 weeks. And given the fact that we've had prior trainings, we've had camps before, so I think now we just have to bring the pieces together and get the best out of it. I don't think we'll ever have too much time, but we are happy with the time that we've gotten.